Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time for round 18 of the Manufacturer Series on Gran Turismo Sports. We'll be racing in Dragon Trail Gardens for 8 laps, and we'll be using Group 4 race car for today. So this is going to get everything will be started. So this is going to be able to have the maximum tire rating is going to be on the racing hard tires. So this is going to be able to get ready to get started. Balance of performance will be able to adjust it automatically that this might be prepared. So if you're really enjoying watching the video, please subscribe, like, and comment on my YouTube channel, and check out some more videos if you want to see more. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want. So it might be an excellent entertainment that this might be able to see more later on in the future. So enjoy the video and let's begin. Now this is going to get everything will be prepared. So just going to have to get ready to get started out to be able to get prepared. So I hope this is going to be able to have a very good race, that this is going to be able to have to take nearly there for a Group 4 car, that this is going to be able to get closer. So looks like this is going to be able to have one last call. So looks like this is going to be able to have to take a lot of practice that we just did yesterday. So this is going to get very perfectly will begin. So let's just going to be able to take the good fast hot lap that this one might be able to go in, because this is going to be able to take plenty more skilled turns that this is going to be able to go in, because this is going to be able to take a lot of throttle that this one might go up on the higher limit. We'll be able to do successfully. We'll be able to proceed, and this is going to be able to have a very good race moment that this is going to be able to take strategy turns that this is going to be able to go in. Now this is going to be able to take plenty of handling turns that this might be able to come in to do it. Now just going to be able to follow up the double cones that this is going to be able to do regularly by the process, that this is going to be able to follow up by the apex, that this is going to get very tougher on the first turn, and then the second turn is going to be able to take on the upper corkscrew. So this is going to be able to have to take one up turn that this is going to be able to go on into the second straight. So proceeding on into this hairpin turn, just gonna have to go and make sure that this is gonna be able to have a good turn where the apex is gonna be able to make the approach. That might be easily that this is gonna be able to make one good improved fast lap time might be able to go there. It might be helpful, so it's gonna be able to take plenty more tough turns that this is gonna be able to come in often, that this might need to be able to increase the handling skills of the performance, because this one might be going in on that turn. Just gonna have to keep going right and then stay on the throttle whenever you're gonna have to perform many inside turns that this one might need to be able to work improve. And then going on the straight until this one might be able to make it onto the last turn is the flying corner, is gonna be able to go there. So that might be very longer it takes, because this is going to be able to take one good outside moment that this one might be able to perform properly, that this one might be able to give a good straight that this one might be able to take. So it's definitely like a 90-degree angle on the corner is going to be able to make one approach that this is going to be able to take. Now looks like standard lap that this is going to be able to go regularly for 1 minute and 42 seconds. So this is going to be able to have to take a good fast record by 1 minute and 41 seconds, because this is going to might need to do a lot of work that this is going to be able to keep it up, and then this is going to be able to get there, that this one might take a lot of speed, that this one might be able to hurry up to be able to go in. Now just going to be able to take plenty more practice, that this one might be able to take some time, and this will be ready for having a good race, that this is going to be able to go competitive, that this is going to be able to take. So trying to make sure that the hairpin is going to be a very tougher one, because this is going to be able to take the risk we might be able to go in. Now let's just going to have to take mini apex turn as much as possible, so gap distance is going to be able to keep a good check on it. So if possible, that whenever you see it going in by a minute of the seconds, that this is going to be able to go in for. So it's going to be able to take plenty more skills that this is going to be able to go in on the inside. Almost there. This is going to be able to take 1 second behind of the gap. It's going to be able to go there. So it's going to be able to get closer, that this one might be able to perform a perfect turn, that this one might be excellent to improve. that will might be able to give a good excellent turn that this will might be able to go in, but sometimes it will might take the advantage for any other cars that this is going to be able to take a lot of passes that this will might go in. Okay, another good lap time, so this is going to be able to keep going because this will might be able to have enough time that this is going to get everything will be ready. So it will might be able to do perfectly that this is going to be able to take 8 laps around the track, that this is going to be able to take very good competitive racing will might go in. Because looks like we're almost getting closer to the final round of the manufacturer series, or even that there's more rounds that this is going to be able to take, because this is going to be very challenging that this one might be able to add more rounds later on. So just going to be able to make sure, because this is going to be able to take plenty more challenges, that this one might be able to have something will be able to coming up anytime soon for having a new set of a new rounds of events and some new racetracks that this will might be able to coming in, because it's just going to be able to give add by 1, so it will be able to have different categories that this will might be able to work perfectly for the Nations Cup. So manufacturer series will always be remains competitive, that this will might be able to take a lot of skills will be ready. Okay, just gonna have to get going, and then this is going to be able to take the length of distance, we might be able to keep going. Now this is going to be able to have to take the hard technique, is going to get everything going. So each of the directional line that this will might be able to perform significantly, that this is going to be able to take the last turn, is going to be very longer to take, because this will might need to do a lot of increased horsepower that this is going to be able to drive faster it gets to do it. According to the BOP, everything will be well adjusted automatically, that there's no need to be able to have tuning. This will might need to do a lot of work for every car, that this is going to be able to have to take plenty more skills, that this will might need to be able to take a good improved turns, that this will might go in to take the hot lap, will might be able to take the challenge. Now just going to have to keep going, and then this is going to be able to take the pressure on until this is going to be able to get there for having a good motivational skills will be able to do achievement, that this is going to be able to drive quickly it gets, because every race is going to get very harder to take, will might be able to take on to do it. Okay, now that was definitely good for 0.5 seconds on the gap. This is going to get everything will be well quicker up until this is going to be able to go in. This is going to be able to take a little bit more time, that this is going to be able to have one chance to do it, because it's going to be very hard to perform a 1 second gap behind. Is going to be able to take the tricky skills, that this is going to be able to go in. That will might take a lot of pressure that this is going to be able to go on. Now looks like going to be able to almost there. Just going to have to give a good perfect turn, that this one might be able to make it on the red orange curve, that this is going to be able to go on as the main queue, is going to get everything perfectly, we'll be able to take the skills, we might go in. Now sometimes it is going to be a very hard turn, that we might be able to be very careful, because this is going to get everything will be ready to go. So looks like this is going to be able to take the 3 lap practice of the time, so this will might make it 4 lap practice until this is going to get everything will be ready to get started. So it will be able to join in automatically in session until this will might be able to go in the next part. So just gonna be able to be ready until this is gonna get everything. We might take it all to be able to get a good skill racing for every Group 4 cars. We'll do the best motivation. We'll be able to keep it up. We'll do the best we can. Now everything is good to go. Now this is going to get everything we might do perfectly for taking a lot of strong skills, that this is going to be able to go in. So this is going to be able to take a good racing moment, that this will might be prepared. So this is going to be able to take good sportsmanship rating and driver rating will be ready to go, because we know the drill, that this is going to get everything we might be getting ready to be able to get this race started out to begin. Now this is going to be able to have to take 8 laps around the track, that this is going to be able to be ready. So let's go. This is going to be able to take warm up, that this will might be able to get started. because this is going to be able to do a lot of more skills that this is going to be able to race on the garden layout of Dragon Trail. Now, this is going to get everything Will might be able to take a lot of good speed pressure on, and this is going to be able to go in. Because every race that this is going to be able to take strategies that this is going to be able to be ready. Because Apex goes in, so do the best you can, because this is going to be able to take strategies that this is going to be able to take a lot of good throttle on the speed that this is going to be able to go in to be able to catch up. Because giving straightaways on the runs until this is going to be able to take the motivation, we might be able to go on to take the overtake, will go in. Now it's going to get everything will be perfectly ready to go, because this will might be able to have prep work that this is going to be able to go before the qualifying will begin. Because this is going to be able to take plenty of curves on the turns, it's going to be able to go on. Because the gap distance is going to get very challenging that this is going to be able to take the approach. The right turn freestyle is going to get very easily, so just going to have to take the throttle that this one might be able to stay on track, that this is going to be able to take the chances, if possible, that this one might be able to perform the inside, that this one might be able to come in. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take that line turn until this is going to be able to take the left section of the layout of the turn is going to be able to go there. Now, looks like this is going to be very excellent and good, so this will might be able to have a very good one lap warm-up time until we begin to start the qualifying round, will also to get started. So this is going to be able to have to take racing hard tires that this one might have the best recommend. So even that this is going to be able to have a good clean race, that this one might need to take good practice, so we should probably be able to get started to begin. Alright, here we go. Qualifier time, and this is going to get everything ready. Now, looks like we're all good to go, and this is going to be able to be ready to take the head start of the time. So, let's just going to be able to have a good single file line. So, looks like everything is going to be well checked, and then this is going to be good to go to be able to have while ghosting. Now, it is going to be able to do perfectly. Will might get an excellent race that this is going to be able to go in. Now, let's just going to be able to take good progress until this is going to be able to take a good hot lap around in Dragon Trail Gardens. It's going to be able to go in, because this is going to get very faster on the lane. So this is going to be able to do perfectly. Will might be able to come in significantly, that this is going to be able to go faster it gets, because that wheel might take a lot of skills that this one might be able to take the chances to be able to perform the hairpin. Now, it's going to be able to take plenty more speed that this one might fall up on the apex, that this is going to be able to come in to do it. Now, it's going to have to take plenty more directions whenever you see the cones, that this is going to be able to go in, because this one might be able to take plenty more skills before you're about to perform the right style turn. It is going to get very heavy on the turn. It's going to get everything will stay on the throttle, that this one might perform the inside, will do significantly, that this is going to be able to go in for. Now, looks like it's going to have to take the out lap, will also to begin, and then the regular lap that this will might be prepared. So it's going to be able to take a lot of good pressure, that this is going to be able to take the progress, that this is going to be able to come in. Alright, good touch on the apex, and then this will might go straight. And this is going to be able to take plenty more time of the motivational skills, that this is going to be able to go in. SR increase. This is going to be able to be ready, that this is going to be able to get started. So this is going to be able to be the tough one. So no need to take distractions, because this is going to be able to take plenty more focus that we might need to take, because this is going to get everything well cautioned, that this is going to be able to be very careful. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to go on to do it. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more best lap time, that this one might need to make some progress, that this is going to be able to go there. Okay, excellent inside turn. Is going to be able to go quick and simple. Now it's going to be able to take plenty more fuel. We'll be able to take the measurement leaders, that this is going to be able to go there. Now this is going to be able to have to take for only 4 laps of the qualifying time that this is going to be able to up to 5 laps for the limit, because this is going to be able to take good strategy moments that this is going to be able to take, because this is going to get everything will be faster made that this will might be able to do the trick. So it's going to be able to take a little bit longer, we might be able to go in. Alright, looks like 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and now this is going to be able to get on to be able to take a good lap time, and then 2 of them takes the faster lead. This is going to be able to take a little bit longer to go there. Now it looks like run 3 RMS 13 set a new qualifying time, so it looks like starting out on 2nd place will begin. Now looks like taking a new qualifying time on 4th place, and then moving on into 5th place that this is going to be able to get demoted in for. So devotion on the run is going to be able to take a little bit harder time that this is going to be able to get there. Now looks like correctional turns is going to be able to go nice and easy, and this is going to be able to take plenty more speed to be able to go there. But this is going to be able to take a lot of good effort at this race that this one might be able to going on to be able to keep it up. This may be able to take the strong race that this is going to be able to catch up and keep it going. Okay, looks like the rest of the drivers are now definitely might be good to go for a standard qualifying time set. So it's going to be able to take a little bit more time that this is going to be able to go there, because this is going to be able to be ready to be able to take plenty more patience time until this is going to be able to be ready for one fast-paced race we might be able to go in. Okay, going in to take that inside turns followed by the apex. It's going to get everything well skilled that this is going to be able to take. There we go. Now, 1 minute and 42 seconds that this is going to be able to go easier to get. So maybe this is going to be able to take plenty more runs to be able to go in. Okay, there you go. This is going to be able to take the easy turns. Just going to step on that apex. And this is going to be able to do an excellent skill that this is going to be needed to be able to take a little bit more faster times to get there. Alright, 7th place is going to be able to running on the progress on the track. So this is going to be able to take plenty more speed that this is going to be able to go there. Alright, looks like 4 minutes on the time, and so maybe this is going to be able to take a little bit more time. So it will might be able to reach up on to lap 6. Because this is all about taking a good practice that this is going to be able to go in. Okay, so just going to keep going. This is going to be able to take an excellent skill, so it might be able to go in to be able to take the best part that this is going to be able to take well pressured up to be able to get there. Okay. This is going to get excellent. Now it's going to be able to take handling that this is going to be able to deal with some few consecutive turns that this is going to be able to come in. Now this is going to be able to take the forward course layout is going to get everything will be well skilled and made to be ready. So it's going to be able to take plenty more times if we have to be able to take a good clean race that this is going to be able to go on by the struggle. But it's going to get everything we'll be able to be prepared for having a tough race for another round. So we'll have to make sure that this is going to be able to follow up the blueprints that this will be able to go guide in for. Now this is going to be able to take the time check that this is going to be able to go in by the range for only 2 seconds until this is going to be able to get there closer that this one might get. Okay, looks like another lap time that this is going to be able to go on lap number 4. So it looks like lap number 5 is going to be able to get there. So this is going to be able to be prepared for taking a good fast race. If possible that this one might be able to going in without a pit stop would be needed. So the tires will be able to keep a good well balance on the grip that this will be needed to be able to stay on position on the run. So it's going to be able to go there. Now this is going to be able to take that turn. Here we go. This is going to be able to take plenty more inside turns to take on. Now, that will be able to take concentration that this is going to get everything will be prepared to do it. Now, it's only down for the two minutes left, folks, so it's going to get everything will be ready. So, just going to be able to save the time until this will might be able to start out for the race commentator that this is going to get everything will begin. Okay, looks like another one in the way, so try not to do something intervenes because this is going to be able to take a little bit concentration when might go there. Okay, gonna take that turn and this is gonna be able to go in. Alright, that's very good. Very excellent turn that this is gonna be able to take it in for. Now, looks like gonna have to take one more lap of the race that this is gonna be able to take practice that this is gonna be able to go in. Still trying to keep it going because this is gonna get everything a lot of tougher and better that this is gonna be able to go in. Well, looks like this is going to be able to take a lot of strong challenges skills for any opponents that this is going to be able to be ready. So, looks like this is going to be able to have to take the 6th lap for the final run for the qualifying until this will might be prepared. Now, good thing that this is going to be able to take a good practice on this run. So it will might do perfectly that this is going to be able to take the chances that this will might be able to take a steady grip that this will might be able to stay on it. Okay, looks like run 3 RMS 13 is now set a new fast qualifying time, so looks like he's about to be able to going in to take the first place by the start of the race for gaining a podium that this is going to be able to go in to be able to take a good achievable skill level that this will might be able to take. Okay, looks like Giant He Hate Me is here for another round for a different race. It's going to get everything will be prepared. So, looks like time over, and now let's proceed to the finish line at the 2nd stage until we will begin for this round of this challenge, folks, because this is going to get everything will be ready because every race that this is going to be able to take a good chance that this is going to be able to keep it up. Now, this is going to be able to take good skills that this will might be needed to be able to go on to do it. Alright, 10 minutes is finished, and now looks like let's go and get ready to race. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take a challenge that this is going to be able to be ready, but tough turns and easy straights and the right turn freestyle is definitely might be able to go handling on the throttle, so it will might need to do perfectly we can get. Well, hope this is going to be able to take one good tough challenge that this will might need to be able to keep it up. So it's always be able to have a very good difficult race, but it will need to be able to do a lot of fast pacing racing skills that this is going to be able to coming in to do it. Now, hope this is going to be quite very excellent to begin, because this will might be able to have 30 seconds until this will be able to have a qualifying results will be done in no time, because this is going to get everything a lot of best skills that this is going to be able to take oversteer, understeer, and all-wheel drive skills that this is going to be able to be ready. Now, it's going to be able to take a good pressure race, so this one might be able to do excellent that this is going to be able to prove faster it gets, because this is going to get everything will begin. So here we go. This is going to be able to have the results confirmed and down qualifying complete. Now it's going to be a very easy going challenge, because sometimes it's always going to be able to take the top race we might be able to go in. So let's go and start having a good clean race, because this is going to get everything will be ready to be prepared, because this is going to be able to take a lot of fast pace that this is going to get everything going, because 8 laps is going to be ready to go, and this is going to be a very hard challenge for us folks. So looks like this is going to be able to make it closer, because this is going to be able to take an excellent race that this is going to be able to take a lot more time, that this is going to be able to go on the pressure on to do it. So looks like this is going to be able to be prepared for a good race. So best of luck to everyone in this lobby. So this is going to be able to go and start for a good clean race. So here we go. This race will begin shortly in 5 seconds. So here we go. Let's do this. Here we go, it's round 18 on the Manufacturer Series on GT Sports. So looks like we'll be ready to go to take on Dragon Trail Gardens. So let's get ready to start it. Now, first up is SimCar 62, takes the pole position by first place. Second place is Run Free RMS 13 with a Mercedes SLS AMG. Third place is Mirage Sleeper with a Mitsubishi Lancer. Fourth place is Holmgren with a BMW M4. Fifth place is Third Fiercely with a Ferrari 458 Italia. Sixth place is Dan Cute 77 with a Lexus RCF Group 4. Seventh place is Marquito 247 with a Mercedes SLS AMG. Eighth place is Backdoor Galore with a Color Shift SLS AMG. Ninth place is MK6 913 with a Volkswagen Scirocco. 10th place is AE86 Kurt with a Lexus RCF Group 4. 11th place is Lonoma 420 with a Nissan GTR Nismo style variant. 12th place is Primus 196611 with a Lexus RCF. 13th place is Hokastad 757 with a Ford Mustang. 14th place is myself with a Chevy Corvette C7 in Sport Tech Library. 15th place is Jimmy Joe Pusher with a Porsche Cayman. 16th place is Bob Boss 2 with a Lexus RCF. 17th place is Vocaltron with a Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4 with a McDonald's library. 18th place is Mr. Oz with a Nissan GTR. 19th place is Giant He Hates Me with a Ford Mustang. And last place is Kirker MMA with a Volkswagen Scirocco. Now, it's going to get everything will be ready. Taking on 8 laps, it's going to be prepared for one tough challenge to begin, because this is going to be able to take a lot of strong pressure that this is going to be able to go in. So, going on the rolling starts, and this is going to be very excellent to see it. So, looks like SimCar 62 is about to be ready to go. So, here we go. This is going to be able to take the fast run until this is going to get everything going. Now, this is going to be able to take a very good, excellent race that this is going to be able to keep it up on this one, folks, because 8 laps is going to be able to even balance on this race. So this is going to be able to keep it going without taking any. Oh, looks like this is going to be able to see this one. And Primus 196611 is definitely might be got hit on the barrier. Looks like just going to be able to make sure this is going to be able to take the clean race that this will might go there. But this is going to be very hard to be able to take on the first turn. It is going to be able to take the easy going risk that this one might be able to brake properly, that this one might turn the handling well properly. Now it's going to be able to get closer, and this is going to be able to take the chase wheel might be able to go in. But this is going to be able to take a longer ways that this is going to be able to perform the inside turn. It's going to be able to go all the way in. Now, looks like Lonoma is now definitely on the 11th place that this is going to be able to get there. And oh, looks like so close to see this one getting a little bit collided for. And looks like we got one problem going on to see it. And looks like this is definitely might be seeing this one for it. But back switch should not be allowed during this time of the competition race. That might be able to take a little bit issue to see it. So let's just going to be able to make sure that this is going to be able to have a very good race with anything that this is going to be able to do professionally on the skills. And looks like there's the yellow flag called in, and this is going to be able to proceed to be able to go on. Now, this is going to be able to take a lot of accidentally issues that this is going to be able to going on to see it. Now, looks like SimCar 62 is definitely might be taking the fastest lap that this is going to be able to go on. So, looks like one driver just left the race, and this is going to be able to go, and looks like Run 3 RMS 13 is definitely might be slowing down. Looks like he's just definitely might be able to force a way to be able to slow down due to the penalty, but this is going to be very good close call to see it. So that was a very good, excellent, right thing to do, because that will might give Run 3 RMS 13 a chance to continuing on 11th place. So looks like this is going to be able to have to keep going, and then this is going to be able to take a little bit more time, that this is going to be able to get on going for a little bit more fast-paced race to get there. And oh, that was so close to get a little bit slam on it, because Primus 196611 just got hit me by the accident. Well, it's okay. It's going to be able to take a little bit more time, that this is going to might need to be very careful for the next race, that this will might need to be able to keep it going. Now, that was definitely a very harsh race that this is going to be able to go on to be able to take plenty more struggle that this is going to be able to get on going, but it is going to be very tough, or Will might be able to go all the way. Now, it's going to be very ongoing for having another round of this race, so looks like this is going to be able to have a second lap of the race, and now looks like we'll be able to move on into the third lap. It's going to get everything closer to be able to get there. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take plenty more time, and then looks like one driver just left the race. It definitely might be able to take another time, so it will might be able to have point race entry available by the time, by giving 3 entries available. So currently and now, this is going to be able to go on to be able to take the dirt lap. It's going to be able to go quick and easy going, that this is going to be able to take a lot of gap distance. It's going to be able to get there. But this is going to be a little bit tied up on the ropes. It's going to be able to take long, but inside turns is going to be able to give the element choice, that this is going to be able to take every group 4 cars who might be able to go there. Now, this is going to be able to take a long lineup, that this will might be able to go there to be able to catch up onto the top position. Is going to be able to get quicker and get, so it is going to be able to take a little bit more time, that this will might probably will be able to take the inside turns every time in the race. Is going to be able to go there. Now, looks like gonna have to be able to take a little bit more time to be able to go on the way. And this is going to get everything well perfectly, that this is going to be able to stay on track, that this will might take slipstreams, will might be able to go there. So it's going to be able to take strong struggles, and then this is going to be able to have a loosen up grip effect, that this is definitely might need to be able to keep it going. But it is going to be very tough where it gets, that this is going to be, oh, so close. That was so close to be able to give a safe apex, that this will might be able to help out to be needed. Now, looks like going in, and oh, looks like 8086 Kurt just got slammed, and then that was definitely might be so close to end up on 12th place. Now, currently that Primus 196611 is still trying to keep it up until this is going to be able to take a little bit more time to be able to get there. So it will might be able to go on. So looks like fourth lap is going to be on the halfway, that this is going to be able to proceed. So it's going to be able to take a little bit more length time, that this is going to be able to go on. But it is going to get, everything will be well pressured to be able to go there. Now, looks like going to have to go in and make one good pass whenever I had to find the opening spot on 8086 Kurt. So, looks like 0.5 seconds just definitely going on for Primus 1966-11. Now, this is going to be able to have an ignoring track limit, that this will be able to have under investigation on the way. Now, that was definitely might be pretty close to see it. So, it's going to be able to take on, and it looks like Volcaltron is now definitely going in. So, that was definitely might be able to keep coming closer to be able to get there. So, looks like it's going to be able to take longer it takes, that this is going to be able to hold the grip, that this will might be able to go on the tire mark, that this will might be able to take the pressure on. But this is going to get oh so close, but this is going to get everything end up on the outside. It's going to be able to go on. Volcaltron is definitely might be able to find a good spot to be able to overtake, but he did. He just definitely did overtake on my current position, and now he is going on. Him and his V8 Vantage Group 4 is now definitely might be very excellent with a McDonald's themed livery. Is definitely might be pretty cool. So that was definitely might be a very good awesome livery that this may be seeing it. It looks like Giant He Hate Me is now definitely going on in 15th place, so looks like this is going to be able to take a little bit longer to take on to stay on it, because this is going to be able to take the struggle will might be able to go on, because this is going to get very stronger and harder it gets, that this is going to get everything needs to be able to keep it going. Now looks like this is going to be able to go on in the 5th lap. This is going to get everything will might stay on it, and then looks like Primus is now definitely slowed down by 0.2 seconds of the penalty, and now he is good to go again. Now looks like this is going to be able to have everything going, and then looks like Giant He Hate Me passes my current position, and this is going to get very difficult. It gets the longer it will might need to be able to keep it up, because this is going to be a very long race that this is going to be able to take on to be able to get there, because this is going to be a very long-term challenge that this is going to be able to try to keep up, because this is going to be able to get there whenever the time comes that this is going to be able to get the chances to be able to be made. Now looks like going to have to take that turn on the freestyle right, and it looks like, oh, looks like Giant Hate Me is definitely slams in, and now looks like this is going to be able to take the decrease. SR is going to be able to take the little bit hard turns to be able to get, and looks like Mr. Odds is now definitely might be coming in as well. But this is going to be a very tough race, folks, because this is going to be able to take a little bit longer it takes to do it. Now looks like SimCar62 is in 2nd place since he's taking 1st place. Now looks like Colombi is now definitely in 1st place in the lead, so this is going to be able to take a little bit more time to be able to hurry up until this is going to be able to have 2 more laps to go, because this is going to be able to take a little bit more time to be able to get there. But this is going to be able to take a little comeback that this is going to be able to go on. So close it gets. This is going to be able to take a far struggle that this is going to be able to go there, because this is going to be a very hard race for me, folks, because this is going to be able to take a little bit more struggle time for it. So SimCar and MM hopefully is now definitely might be going on to be able to go on the contested way, and oh, looks like that was so close to see it, and this is definitely might be able to go on to do it, because this is going to be a very strong way to be able to go on, and looks like just definitely got loosened up on the effect on this one, because the decrease SR is going to be harder it gets to do it, and man, that was a very hard one to see it, because this is going to be quite going on the way to see this one for under investigation to see it. Now it looks like SimCar62 takes 16th place by the start of this bottom position, and looks like 0.5 seconds that this is going to be underway to see this one for it. That was a very hard penalty that this is going to be very collisionary, that this is going to be able to have it all for it. So it's very tough for us. So we have to be able to stay focused that this is going to be able to stay on it for a good condition, that this is going to be able to go on to do it, because this is going to be very longer it takes that this is going to be able to get there. Now looks like we're on the 7th lap, and this is going to be able to be ready to get going, because we're almost there to be able to reach up onto the 8th lap. This is going to be able to take a lot of pressure that this is going to be able to go in. Now looks like this is going to be able to force to decelerate onto the penalty line, so 0.5 seconds is going to be able to go on the way, so that's on me for taking a little bit hard struggle to be able to go on. Now hazard lights will be turned on, and then this is going to be able to force the way to be able to slow down. They'll be able to coming in from behind, and this is going to be able to take a little bit long ways to get there. Now looks like SimCar62 just had the best moment, because that might be going in a little rock bottom that this is going to be able to going on to be able to get, because strong drivers are definitely might be able to take the chances that this is going to be able to go on, because it's a troubling racing situation going on that this is going to be able to take on, to be able to deal with some various turns that this is going to be able to take the tire effect that this is going to be able to go on. Now, the hard right turn is going to be very efficient, well made, so this is going to be able to go on to be able to press on, and then looks like 80-86 Kurt is now definitely might be passing on, and he overtake my current position, and now he's on 15th place. Now, it is going to be a very difficult to take a lot of pressure that this is going to be able to keep it up for having a sportsmanship rating that this is going to be able to go on. Now, looks like here we go. The final lap of the race is almost here, and this is going to be able to step forward. We'll be able to proceed as well, because this is going to get everything. We might be able to stay strong to keep it up, because it's going to be a very tough race for us that we might be able to go on. Sir Beardsley is now in third, and now it looks like Marquito 247 is now definitely might be able to keep it going, because the top three are still trying the best to be able to keep it going, and now we are trying to be able to do the best we can, because it's going to be a very long time that this is going to be able to keep going for one tough race that this is going to be able to take a risk we might go there. Now, it's going to be able to take a little bit longer ways that this is going to be able to take the length that this is going to be able to take the hard grip. It's like, say, call for 86 Kurtz before I'm about to be able to proceed. Now, it is going to be a very excellent to see it. Marquito 247 takes first place, so he'll be able to take the podium on the lead, that this is going to get everything excellent, that this is going to be able to go on. So he's about to take the advantage, and now he's about to be able to catch up, and then Homer is now definitely might be able to try to find a way to be able to intercept Marquito's lead. So it's going to be able to take the stronger ways to go, and now looks like taking on the final stretch, and looks like Marquito is about to take on the podium by first place onto the finish line, and he has finally done it, folks. He has finally done it. Now, that was a very good, excellent race. But we did the best we can, but we will try to keep it stronger next time, that this is going to be able to do the best moment of this race. So that was a very good challenge and a stronger race that this is going to be able to go in. Now, that was a very good, excellent, strong challenge of this race, that this is going to be very challenging. We'll go in. So, well, we did the best we can, because this is definitely might be able to have a very good worth of points that this one might need to be able to earn well. So that was a very hard race for us, that we might be able to try to keep it going. But it is going to be able to take one strong challenging that this one might be able to have an outcome event. Alright, so that was a very good race, because that was so close. So it looks like this was going to be able to congratulate to Marquito 247 for the best race, and that was definitely might be very excellent, that we did the best we can. Well, I kind of say that SimCar 62 just almost had the best moment, because he started out on first place on the run, because that was a very good pole position by the start for him, because he's about to be on the way to the first place on the finish line. So looks like that was definitely might be very harder it gets to be able to go on. So looks like this is definitely might be able to have 3 drivers left to race. So looks like Backdoor Galore, Kicker MMA, and Boss 2 is now definitely might be able to wait for the next round of the race. We might have a second chance. We might be able to go there. So that was a very tough race for us, folks, because it is a very difficult challenge, because we'll make sure that this is going to be able to take a lot of good skills that we need to keep it up, because sometimes it'll always be able to have a very tough moments that we might be able to do the best we can, because we did the best. So we will try to keep racing fast as much as possible, that this one might be able to have all Group 4 categories, that this is going to be able to be ready. So this is going to be able to take plenty more skills that this one might have. So thanks for the race, you guys. That was a very good round that this will might be able to keep it going. Because we'll have to be ready to stay strong. It will always keep it better to keep it going. So this is going to be able to take plenty more skills that this will might be able to go for one more round for only a single group 4 car. We might be make it there. So looks like this is going to get everything. We'll be able to keep practicing some more, folks, because this is going to get everything a lot of effort that this will might need to keep going faster. We'll always to stay strong and stay maintained. We'll always to be able to do the best skills of a sportsmanship rating. We'll might be able to take for every motorsport racing event. We'll might be able to take the best. We'll might be able to do a successful to achieve in the manufactured series. So looks like this is going to be able to get nearly there until this will might be able to get ready. So we'll do the best. We'll always to keep it going. We'll always have a very good clean race. We'll always be the best running skill racer we can get. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the manufacturer series on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.